Well, yeah, you definitely fancy them to be in there, but you've got to say their current form at the moment doesn't suggest that.
So ball that flashes across goal is turned in. Javon Malcolm finding a gap that never really was there. And Ted Can, in just his third appearance of the Vanarama National League season, allows it to slip past him and go in at the near post. It's the perfect start to Gateshead inside 60 seconds, but what an absolute disaster for the hosts.
Well, it's just total lapse in concentration. Javon Malcolm does brilliant, gets into a good position, but it just goes straight through the goalkeeper. You've got to say, the defending from Forest Green there is non-existent. Javon Malcolm, he faces Tozer up, and Tozer thinks, my goalkeeper's got that, no problem.
He's made plenty of notes of things that they need to improve on already.
He's certainly a willing talker, Steve Cotterill. Whenever we've interacted with him, particularly this season on DAZN, he might be smiling here as it could be a quick equaliser, but it's a very good save from George Shelby. McAllister just praying in behind the defence, but couldn't beat the goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, it's a brilliant ball from May, but McAllister loves to make that run out to in. Gets into a really good position and does well with the shot. Keeps it low, looking for that corner. Shelby equal to it and just tips it around the post, gets his angles right and manages to keep it out. Really good save.
Available, just in line with this near side post as it's clipped in and has to be tipped over by Shelby. Great awareness from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Shelby under pressure there. Takes no chances, just tips it over. He's saying to the referee he's under pressure.
Zone as it's launched the other way. Malcolm all on his own. Runners starting to arrive to support him. Malcolm fancies it on his own, and just for a second you thought that one had crept in.
Well, Javon Malcolm fancies it, and why not? After the goal that he scored in the first minute, he fancies it near post. Just has to hit the target. As a striker, once you get into that position, I would always say go across goal. He gets his yard and you think, can you whip that far post?
Themselves.
Cardwell peeling off away from the two centre-backs. It's Innes with the header. What a good save that is by Shelby. And again, defending his near post superbly on the second attempt. It's behind for another set piece. It could have been so much worse though for Gateshead.
Well, the ball's on the money. Finally, you can see the cluster. Innes manages to get away, gets a powerful header. Shelby at full stretch to just keep that out, and Garrick just can't get the ball back into the box. Brilliant header from Innes. Shelby equal to it.
Again with Hannon, feeds it into the channel. Newton flashes it across goal. Even with so many green shirts around him, he still looked isolated, the centre forward, in terms of playing with everybody else right now. Newton, and that's lining one up from the edge of the area, gives a little dive down instead, and that's going to be Spall to Malcolm, who tucks it away. One at the start of the first half, one right at the end of the first half. Javon Malcolm has two in 44 minutes to give Gateshead a commanding advantage going in potentially to the half-time break. And that one, easy as you like to finish off, after Tyrrell Newton's initial effort was fumbled by Can out towards the forward, and there was no missing from 5 yards out.
Well, there'll be questions asked of Ted Can again. Newton gets into a good position, and it's a lovely little fake. Just fakes it there, gets his shot on target. But Ted Can just palms it into the path of Javon Malcolm, who stays on the move, stays alert, first to react, and puts it in the back of the net. Good work from Newton. Good initial save from Can, but Malcolm first.
Gateshead are more than capable of just keeping hold of possession.
Taking the space given as well. Humbles still moving. 3-0. Good night. Gateshead are surely off and out of here with 3 goals and 3 points. And Liam Humbles with the most modest of finishes to just coolly pass it into the bottom corner. as the unbeaten run is going to come surely to a dramatic end here at the new lawn this season for Forest Green Rovers.
Well, we mentioned it at half-time. Humble's now going into the centre of the park. Just picks up the ball and he has one thing in his mind: he's going to drive at the heart of that defence. Once he cuts inside, great strike, it low and hard into the bottom corner. Can has absolutely no chance. Brilliant play from Humbles. Had an opportunity in the first half that was blocked by Circum, but makes no mistake with that one. Drives it low into the bottom corner.
After the game and the performances they've had, Luke Hannon's played well, of course. Javon Malcolm with 2 goals. Tom Newton as well has had a really good game. That's an awkward one, and suddenly Forest Green Rovers have something to hang their hat on here. 3.5 minutes to go. George Shelby caught out. Nothing he could really do about that as it looped over his head. Unable to keep it out. Forest Green Rovers at least have a goal on the score sheet, but it's come in a rather unorthodox manner from the back pass of Regan Booty.
Yeah, well, you can see it just bobbles up to Regan Booty as he goes to play it back to Shelby. Shelby backpedaling, there's not a lot he can do. Does his...
Innes.
I've got to say, considering there's only a few minutes left and they need 2 goals.
It's not a bad knock down to Doidge, who turns it in, and there is 4 minutes left, and they now only need 1 goal, and it's suddenly game on here at the new lawn. It's a new game because Forest Green Rovers have their second late on.
Oh, well, it's a lovely link up between the 2 substitutes. Quigley just nods it down for his teammate. Doidge makes no mistake, comfortable finish across Shelby into the corner. Game on.
Well, that's the 7 minutes. There might be 1 more to come here. There is no time left. Defeated for the first time this season on home soil, Forest Green Rovers' form woes continue going into the final few games of the season and the playoffs. They are guaranteed that, and Gateshead are doing their job to try and secure their spot with another 3 points and back-to-back victories adding to that win against Dagenham last weekend.